Hey everybody, it's EternalBeta. Welcome back to episode number 3 of the RAC World Tour. A couple days late. Sorry about that, but not going to go another week without getting one of these episodes out. Now the reason I have, let's go at the bottom. The reason I've been so late, no, screw it, let's go at the front, is that honestly, put these little bushes in here in front. I'll show you guys some more later. The whole reason I'm late on this episode is, to be completely honest, haven't been able to stop playing Minecraft. Hi, creepers. Haven't been able to stop playing Minecraft long enough to record an episode. So, needless to say, there's a lot to show you guys today. So let's just go for it. I start out. This is actually Lumi's house that somebody's actually finally claimed the plot behind my house here. Lumi's come back. I don't think I showed that, but planning on building a house there. But the first little project I want to show you guys that I have been working on. Oh, hello. I forgot they were there. This one dude just forgot about me. He's like, I'm cool. You can go away. I think. Did that just bounce off of him? You guys saw that, right? What in the hell? Fix your game. Anyway, the first little project I want to show you guys is, I don't think anyone on the server has seen this either, so if you guys are watching it, feel free to stop by. And that is my hidden bar down here. Yay! Now, if for some reason I memory elapsed and I've shown this before, just, I don't know, tell me I'm an idiot. But this was just a fun little project. It was actually kind of a cave down here already, so I decided to just kind of hollow this out a little bit and make it a bar, and by bar I mean potion storage. So we actually have a chest for just about every potion. I think there's, or maybe it is every potion. I think maybe there is every potion here. So most of these boxes don't have them. Of course, choose the one box that has something in it while I'm trying to make a point. Thanks a lot. So there we go. Most of these boxes are empty right now. I haven't had a chance to brew up any more potions, but I thought this would be kind of a cool place to have for storage. And if you guys are wondering, both here and here are infinite springs. So you can go ahead and use all the water you need there. So this was just a fun little project that I kind of did when I was tired of doing everything else. And I just needed a break and, wanted to do something fun. So it's a fun little project here. And hey, what's a video game waterfall without something behind it? That just shouldn't be allowed. But yeah, that was a fun little project that I did over a couple of days. Sometimes you have to just get away from the big things and then aim for some small things. I didn't mean it the way it may have sounded. Anyway, let's forget I ever said anything. But yeah, having fun little side projects like that are great sometimes. So let's grab this XP and head over into the center of town so you guys can see. Am I hearing things now? I think I'm hearing things. Lag tree. Gorley's nuts. As much as he calls me and Lumi nuts for the projects we're doing, that is insane. Oh yeah, Ed got a little bit of a sunburn. It's a nice little prank by Chill and Alchemy, and bet she hasn't cleaned it up yet, so I think he likes it. I think it's actually kind of funny. They plucked him and he got sunburned. So the first obvious thing you guys will see is right here. Now, I showed at the beginning of the last episode that Alk had torn down Risen's old place here. There's actually still a little bit of it, a little mine shaft is still there. I think it kind of adds to this. But what this guy is anybody who has watched me since the beginning here on RAC will recognize this. The RAC Year 1 Anniversary Random Cabin in the Woods. And I actually built this up recently to celebrate actually RAC's 1-year anniversary. The server has been open, we're on a second map now, but the server itself has been open for just over a year now. And it kind of crept up on all of us. And the only reason I really knew is because I actually went back to watch an old episode for some reason and noticed the date. So this is actually for those of you who haven't been watching since the beginning, this is an exact replica of the first building we ever built on RAC. The random cabin in the woods thing is reference to the fact that when we first got on the server, we kind of went a little far and built everything up and started gathering supplies before any of us started recording. So after we started recording, we kind of did a little role play for a little while that we found a random cabin in the woods, and oh my god, we're going to use this as our home. So I actually built this up just like the original one was. We had a mine shaft here, which I have not dug out. Maybe I will. But yeah, chest is in the same place, bed's in the same place. This was just a fun little thing. We needed something here, and we were talking about some kind of park. So I thought this was a pretty good idea to kind of put some trees in here, and this was the pool of water that all of us fell into magically when we started the server, and I actually started a little wheat farm along the side, and I almost completely forgotten about that. So I decided to reproduce that. Thought it was a nice little touch. The guys seemed to get a kick out of it, so I'm enjoying this. And along with that, I actually brought back this, which was this is the new entrance to Benchy's mine shaft, because I did this. This one I legitimately don't remember whether I showed last episode or not. I don't think I did, but this is the new town square area, which everyone has been giving me a hard time about. Oh yeah, nice town square, EB, but it's a circle. I know it's a circle. Town square has long since been anything but a literal term. So, kind of threw up this little fountain here in the middle. Kind of like how it came out. This is actually very, very simple to do. It was, in case you guys, I'm going to stop circling so you guys don't get motion sickness. 3 blocks in the center, 2 blocks all the way around on each of the 4 sides, water bucket on top. Simple as that. Came out looking pretty nice. Put some bushes on the sides. There is somewhere in all this terraforming that I had to do, there's a 2-block gap, and it doesn't sound like he's there anymore, but there was a zombie in here somewhere who just wouldn't shut up. But you know what? I didn't care enough to go digging up everything, so yeah, leave him. Who cares? Along with that, you guys probably noticed a few trees around town. After I started doing this, I realized how much having, a few trees in here kind of livened up the place. And as good looking as town is and coming together and everything, having that be the only tree seemed like a shame. So, I just kind of stuck random trees in. Along with that, the tree generation lately has been kind of interesting. I did not see that tree out there before. Somebody else must have planted that. It's a interesting place to put a tree. Pretty sure I didn't do that. Maybe it was Benchy. Maybe Benchy's actually been back in town. Who knows. We still need to do something on this plot. So either one of the guys are going to grab it, or I have some plans for it, but I don't want to just dominate the town. I mean, if my buildings were there, and here, that's a bit much. So I don't want to take over town center. Oh yeah, and this. Yeah, I don't want this to be the, EB town. This is RAC City. So hopefully one of the guys will grab that. If not, like I said, I have some ideas that we'll talk about in the future. And I think that's pretty much it in town. So let's head on into the Nether. And I actually completed a project in there that I talked about a little while ago. And that is a Nether chandelier, because we finally were able to take down that stupid ladder. Finally was able to put up a chandelier. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I'm not totally happy with it, and it may change at some point. I didn't want to use glass because glass isn't used anywhere in here, so I thought it would look out of place. However, iron bars are used at different places. They're used here, they're used up there. So where glass would normally be, almost walk directly into that fire. Where glass would normally be used, I use either glowstone or iron bars. And like I said, I'm happy with how it came out. Not 100% happy, but what can you do? You're not always gonna have every project thrill you. And I actually had a really hard time with that. But I really like it, and if you guys will notice, right up there, that is the dragon egg. So that is not only a chandelier, but also kind of a podium for the dragon egg. There's going to be no dragon egg wars this time. No, me and any oneers will not be stealing it back and forth from each other. No, none of that. We're going to celebrate this time, so that's going to be there. And I think it'll be a nice fusion with the dragon egg here, and then once we actually still have to kill a wither. Once we kill a wither, the right in the center in Town Hall will be a beacon. So I think it's a nice little... I'm still looking. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still looking at this, and okay, I'm not gonna look at it anymore because it's just gonna depress me because I don't really care for it all that much. But for now, it's gonna stay. I needed something there, but that's all the small projects that I think has been going on. Chill and Alchemy and Benchy still have not done anything with their shops. You guys need to hurry up. Oh, I didn't really show Chill and Alchemy's house. Maybe I'll do that later. Yeah, and again, I guess this episode, I was again planning on having Benchy on to talk about the witch farm, but we couldn't hook up this weekend when we were supposed to. We're just going to head this way while I talk. We were supposed to record on Sunday? I'm going to say Sunday, but my internet went out. So that didn't exactly work out. Not very good for me to not have internet, considering now I make my living designing websites and I need the internet. Luckily it was a Sunday night, not a business day. Anyway, now I'm rambling. We're just going to go ahead and head over to my base. This is where I've been spending most of my time. You guys will notice that I haven't done anything, not a single thing, with the substation here. I really need to get moving on this, but haven't done anything in there for the overworld substation. But all the work I've been doing is over on my base. And it's a little nuts. I'll be honest with you guys. Even for me, it's a little nuts. Little cuckoo. But I've been enjoying myself. I don't know why. I recently looked at my time played since pretty much since the server reset, I think, or since 1.6 came out. It's kind of scary. My minutes played were measured in days. So I'll leave it at that. So over at our little temporary base, it's nighttime outside. We are the only ones in the server right now, so let's go ahead and sleep it away. Funny thingy. You guys notice that this place has changed a little bit, and I now have doors. Literally 5 seconds after I ended the last episode and stopped recording, a creeper walked right in here, blew up almost every single one of my chests that were over here. Then it was a frantic rush to save everything. Luckily, I was able to save everything, or just about everything valuable at least. So I decided it was time for some walls. So, without further ado, let's head out here. Oh, I actually have a couple horses now too. I think I mentioned to you guys that I don't know why I keep doing that when I point. I have a pointer. There's a freaking crosshair on the screen. Actually found a couple horses. Never found Astro. No idea where he wandered off to. A couple horses and built a kind of a retaining area for them. One of them is actually a 5-block jumper, which was fantastic. Anyway, this is the part that you guys have seen. Stairway. The part that you guys have not seen is all that. Like I said, I've been busy doing a lot of work. If you guys will remember, oh yeah, I managed to do that without taking any damage. This whole area was a big hill. There's a little flat area over here, and then this whole area here, basically every area that's stone, was a hill. I don't know, 8 blocks up or so, 8-9 blocks up. So I took out all of that, and this is going to be kind of like the initial area, kind of like almost a market area. I think what I'm going to do here is have different farms. I'm going to have different, probably, you know, melon, carrot, potatoes, wheat down here. At the very bottom, I think I've decided to do now, are the animal farms. And the reason I want the animal farms to be down there is because they're going to be bigger than, not only are they going to be bigger than vegetable farms, they're also noisy. So I want to maybe keep them down there. This area actually, believe it or not, is, as weird as this is to say, it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. So that's another reason why I'm going to do the animal farms down there. You guys will see that I've extended the river, or canal, stream, whatever it is, artificial water source, all the way, hooked it around, and went up a second set of stairs that are even larger. Continued this. This is all going to be sandstone or clay or some sort of path. So this all change. Oh, pig. But yeah, all the way up here to this second set of waterfalls and stairs. You guys will see this is actually a 3-layer. And the waterfall itself is actually larger too. This is actually 8 blocks. So I had to do an extra set. I wanted to make it slightly larger just to kind of enforce how big everything is. And I actually topped off the top of that mountain. I think I took maybe 5 blocks off the top of it just to flatten everything out. And I was going to take it down another, I think it was 14 blocks or 13, 14. Pig? Are you stuck up? You are stuck up there, aren't you? You can stay. Yes, hi. Hi. I like that animals in this game actually pay attention to you sometimes. Piggy. Yeah, you can stay up there. But yeah, I was actually going to take it down, the whole thing, to the top of the stairway. But at the last second, I decided against it because I liked the view from the top. So let's go ahead and head up here. What you guys will see here and here is actually an idea I took. I think I mentioned it last episode that I was thinking about turning that temporary little house into like a guard shack. And then I got the ideas for having guard towers because of this area. Instead of taking everything down to here, I decided that also, rather than having another set of stairs, that my base was actually going to start underground. So it's actually going to start from within the mountain itself and work its way up. So for now, I just have a... I keep doing that. Why do all LPers do that? I know I'm not the first one to do that. No, whatever. But this design here, kind of on the floor, is not final either. But my palace, I think in the end, is going to be 3 parts. I'm just going to walk back and forth here for a second while I talk to you guys about my ideas. Kind of a 3-part palace. I have 3 different colors picked out, and so each section is going to be color coordinated too. So I think it's going to turn out really well. Different color of clay. I think red. I think it's just red, blue, and green actually. So very primary colors. So I think it'll work out really well. As you guys will notice, of course, I actually ran out of quartz, but I wanted to build this anyway. So, man, Chill and Alchemy took pretty much all the quartz in the Nether. You guys suck. I'm kidding. Kidding, of course. We're all friends in the server, guys. Luckily, I've never had any issues with you guys thinking I'm mean or anything. We're all friends. There's no random people here. So, don't think this is a public server. We make fun of each other all the time. A lot worse off video than on, trust me. But I actually kind of like this door design. I was going to go with originally I was going to go with knocking that out and just having a slab there, but this little decoration with the stairs at the top kind of makes a cool little look. So decided to go with that. Like I said, 3 directions, and I kind of have some ideas of what I want to do for the base, but for the most part, I'm just kind of going with it because this was not in the actual original plan. It was supposed to go all the way to the top, and my whole base was supposed to go up there. Speaking of which, let's go up there right now. So with this little cutout, I don't even know how I ended up doing this cutout, but I don't know. I think I was just trying stuff, and before I knew it, I had dug out that whole section, so whatever. So I decided to put these guard towers here to kind of hide a little bit this kind of weird shape, this weird cutout. I think these will kind of accentuate this whole thing. This is also not going to stay straight all the way to the top. I'm thinking I'm going to, at least for the first block, do some kind of design. Oh, well, going through puberty here. Yeah. Yes, so, I don't know. I think I'm going to do some type of design here at the top. maybe on this side and on this side too. But it ties in nicely with these guard towers. I think I really like how they look, and I like the view from here. That's the main reason why I kept this up, because if you come over here, you can see all the way down to the bottom, which I like. From down here, you cannot. So from here, look, I can see my horse pen out there. Can't see the horses, of course. They won't render that far. But I like being able to see all the way to the bottom. So that's why I decided to keep this up here. Now, this area up here, like I said, my base is going to start within the mountain. Oh, I don't know what I just did, but my head just kind of cracked to the side. That was weird. So yeah, my base is going to start from within the mountain itself and work its way up here. I kind of have an idea for what I want to do up here. But the area up here, again, is a little bit smaller than I originally intended it to be, because I originally intended to go down another 10 levels or so, and that would kind of stretch out the area. But this area generally is about 80 blocks by 80 blocks, which, when we're talking about a large-scale base, is actually not that big. It does sound big. I mean, my house at spawn, for proportions, for comparison's sake, my house at spawn is 25 by 25. So we're talking like 3 times that size, a little bit bigger than 3 times that size. Now my house at spawn is not that big. So really looking here, it's not a lot of room. So that's another reason why I decided to do it from within the mountain. And I'm really excited to get working on this. I think by this time next week, well, hopefully I'll actually record one for Monday next week, so it won't be this time next week. Oh yeah, there's also going to be kind of walk-ins from... Oh, you'll be able to walk into the guard tower from here. So yeah, hopefully I will actually have an episode up on Monday next week, on the regular day. But that's about going to do it. I'm probably just going to get back to freaking work here. Before I go, I actually just wanted to mention to you guys, I started up a new series last week, and it's going to be coming out again tomorrow. It's Mercenary Kings. It's a game that I'm playing co-op with Parker. And I figured I would tell you guys about it because nobody watched it. I put out my first episode last week and nobody watched it. Guys, come on. I know you guys are probably saw it, said, I don't know what the hell this game is. I'm not going to waste my time. You really should. It's kind of like a run and gun game, kind of like Metal Slug or Contra, but it has a lot of like crafting and RPG elements to it. And me and Parker are having a lot of fun with it. So even if it's just to laugh at us, to laugh at how terrible we are at the game, especially Parker. Hint, hint. Parker, you suck at that game. That's not so much a hint, but yes, Parker, you suck. The game's super fun, and I think you guys would have a lot of fun watching us play it. So that's going to start going up every Thursday. So hopefully this will get up Wednesday. So tomorrow. So yeah, come on, guys. Give it a chance. It's a great game. We're having a lot of fun with it, and I think you guys would have fun watching it. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to go to sleep here in a second. I have a nice little floating bed here. But yeah, that's going to do it for this week for the RAC World Tour. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope I didn't ramble too much on my little plans here. I need to get in bed. So, like I said, for the 3rd time, hope you enjoyed. Leave me a like if you enjoyed the episode. And we will see you guys next week. Good night.